Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She's curious to know, please, about how she's going to experience the shift. And are you able to tell her how she will experience the day of the shift?
Yes, we're showing her, but it is a bit confusing. We are showing that she is at home with her family. They are safe in their home, but there is powerful weather. There are things going on with the weather. It is not normal. It is nothing normal, not a normal storm or anything that that has been experienced so far. But that is happening, and it is creating some fear in her. But ultimately, she and her family know that it is because it is time. They're very aware that it is time. So they are trying to. They are saying have faith that it is right and that it is happening the way it is supposed to be happening. But there's fear. They're worried about what's going on. And then we're just showing them a flash of light. It is like all of a sudden the storm has disappeared and they are just surrounded by beautiful white, bright light. Warm, beautiful white, bright light. They feel the warmth. Feels very good.
And then what happens next? How will she experience?
It's like they are in the light for a while and then some it's like they are given directions. There is some if they're like pointing up the way to go. And oh yes. Yes, interesting. Yes, they are. Okay, they are walking onto a ship. She has never experienced this. And she did not believe that that would be their way, but we are showing her that they are walking onto a ship. They were in the light and comforted and calm and almost in a transformational state. And then, yes, they are guided onto the ship.
Who's guiding them? What can she see here?
She can see aliens.
What do they look like?
They have very large heads. They don't have hands. It's a different kind of limbs. Just seeing it as almost so much head, so much big, very, very large head.
What are they wearing on their bodies?
They are wearing a like a robe. Yeah, nothing is covering their head. It starts around like what we would call a neck, in a human being, and it is the type of looks like almost like a robe, or not a robe that's open, but a robe that's closed. Almost looks like a funnel to her. Very skinny at the bottom and goes down to a big round bottom.
How does she feel being there?
She has a little bit of uneasiness. She is not afraid. They're calm. They are not struggling, or they are more in awe. They are just absorbing, just observing and in awe of what is around them.
And
It is not scary, but it is not comfortable either.
Mhm. And how are the children and husband responding to this?
We're showing Brandon is the least comfortable. He definitely is exhibiting more fear and maybe resistance. He does not want to believe, and he doesn't want to go. The children are very calm.
Nice. Can we send relaxing energy to Brandon throughout this experience so it is less stressful for his body?
Yes. We can do that.
Can we also do that for Michelle as well?
Yes. It is very easy to help her in this situation because it is not much. But we can help Brandon as well, but it is much more. It is much harder for him.
Mm-hmm. Because she's experiencing this now in this session, when she actually lives it, there will not be as much strangeness. Would that be a good statement?
Yes, absolutely. That is one of the beautiful things about her observing the scene ahead of time, is she can take the time to process it, which will be easier than, it won't be as shocking. She believes also that if she is able to discuss what she's seeing with Brandon, that he can take the steps to start processing it as well, which will be a benefit for him.
Subconscious, how should she approach this with her husband and anyone that she wants to share this information with, to be able to prepare them so they don't struggle?
She has a very distinct knowing of who to discuss this with and who not to, and how much. She's doing a really, really, really great job of this. She has also made great strides with Brandon, which she's very surprised about, but we are not surprised. He wanted to be much more awake than he is at this point. he has some blocks that these blocks really need to be released in order for him to fully absorb what he really should be absorbing at this time.
Can we help him and ask that he releases anything that no longer serves him now?
Yes, we are able to relieve him of much of this. We ask that she just continues to talk to him. Yes, we feel that now he will be in a much better place to take in this information, which will be a great help to him.
Fantastic. And in terms of other people on the ship, how is Michelle noticing that they're coping?
She just sees a lot, many beings. It's as if they're all in white, like white robes. Many of them. And so what we were showing her is the ships are very large. They are also what y'all would call very tall. So there is beings upon beings upon beings. Almost think of it almost. She's seeing something like a balcony, and so there's like a line of so many beings on this section of this balcony, and then above them more beings on their balcony, and more beings, and that there's just many, like a grid of these so-called balconies that all of these beings are in. They're all in white, but she sees that there is some sort of mark on the clothing, like the white clothing that they're wearing. It is a blue, like a blue patch on the chest area with something white.
Is it some sort of logo or something?
Like a symbol, not a logo. It's not a word. It's like a symbol. All of these many beings are dressed alike, and on all of this huge grid of balconies. Everywhere she looks, they are very still. It's as if they are conscious but not fully. They are awake, but they are not reacting. They are calm. They are not afraid, but they are not doing anything, actually. They're just there.
Okay. And subconscious, how long does she have to be on that ship for until they arrive at their destination? We cannot say time, but we're showing her going on a very long journey. It's like they're going quite a distance. But not. She is feeling surprised that it is not what she would have expected. But it is far and is long, but not very much. Okay.
There's not a. Yeah, she wants a time. There's really not a time. It's more of a distance.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I do understand. I was wondering if you could sort of relate it to Earth time. So if someone was on the old Earth, how long had that time gone past for her to have reached her destination?
Yes. She immediately, when you said that, received a sense of 3 months.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. And so when she arrives, what will she first notice when she arrives?
She is wanting you to wait. She is in awe of the ship. It's very interesting, very nothing like she'd ever seen. It's almost like a globe type shape. Lots of light. Everything's very white and bright. It's almost very empty, but very, except for the, being very full of people. She is sensing almost a smell, but we're telling her it's not a smell. It is a feeling. It is a very specific frequency that is on that ship. And she is processing it almost as like a smell.
Can you tell her who owns the ship or who the ship belongs to?
Well, we are just showing her. She is seeing the same type of alien being, but a very, very, very large one. As if like the master or the leader. She is not getting a sense that is the creator, but it is the leader.
The leader.
The leader of those beings, of the alien beings.
Okay. And do you get a sense of what color the skin is?
Their skin is gray.
Okay. And how does she feel seeing the leader of this being?
It's very weird. Very weird feeling of energy coming through as she is experiencing. We will say him. Very this is very interesting to her, but it is also very hard for her to process. So we're showing her in basically not a friend, but we're showing her a very clear picture of this leader. His very, 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 very large version of those beings. He does have the very large head. He has gray skin. He is wearing the white robe, and the blue rectangle thing in the chest has a white line going down the not quite the center, but a little bit to the right. She senses that he is very, very powerful. She does not feel very comfortable in his presence. She's not afraid. She feels his power.
Okay. Well, can we thank him for his work that he's been doing to help humanity be evacuated off this planet?
Yes, he finds delight in that. He is very appreciative of that.
Well, I can't imagine it would have been an easy job.
It is not an easy job. It's so interesting how that shifted his the feeling of the energy that he is giving off.
Right. Does he not get appreciation often?
He does not. She almost said that too, but that did not make sense to her. He is a very powerful, very powerful, very big being. She assumed that he would be uh, shown the proper forms of what she wants to call respect and gratitude. That is not quite the right description. But when we sent him this message from you, it brought him so much delight.
Nice.
Michelle wants to tell you that is very important for you to do that in your other sessions as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we can do it together now as a collective of all the people listening. That we, in advance, thank all of the beings that are helping evacuate this planet with much gratitude and much respect and much appreciation for all the help that they're doing for humanity at this time. We do see and acknowledge you and thank you deeply for what you're doing to humanity. It is so important that you all have been helping us, and we are so truly grateful.
Yes, that is perfect. That she is seeing him held in a beautiful, beautiful light that you have sent. Like a gift that you have given him is very beautiful.
Nice.
Thank you.
Wow. I'm just so appreciative of you, so it's fantastic. Thank you so much. Okay, so subconscious, when she arrives on New Earth, what does she notice?
Oh. Okay, so we're giving her a view of the scene of basically doors opening on the ship. It is more of it just the scenario of the doors open, not exactly how it will occur, but she is observing the New Earth for the first time, and it is she is taken aback by the beauty. She is seeing beautiful colors, almost like a rainbow of mixture of like pinks and yellows and oranges. She does not see any type of blue coloring or anything that resembles that. She sees the backdrop of the pinks and yellows and oranges and these call them structures. The things that are already in place. Um, like she's seeing trees. They're black. Like the structures and stuff that she is seeing are all like black silhouettes against this beautiful almost ombre of pink and orange and yellow. But what is very interesting to her is she did look down and it's like she can see through her arms. It's like there's no arm, but it's like there's something there, like where arms are like where she's used to her arms being, but it's not arms. It's very, it's funny to her.
Thank you. And
It's a very different experience. When she was in the ship, she was covered by a robe and did not. All of the beings are covered by a robe, and they do not realize that their bodies are different. But as she's leaving, exiting the ship, that is revealed, and that is it is very, very interesting. Very this gives her this light, funny sense. It's like it's just very, very unique, very strange to her.
in terms of
Oh, and it's like she's floating. Oh, so as she's moving, there's not footsteps. There's not walking. There's movement, but it's like she is just moving along.
when she looks at her family, what does she notice?
Um, Hold on.
Is she okay?
Yes. She has just experienced for the first time that although they are there, she knows very much that they are there. It is them that is next to her, but as she looked at them, they do not look the same, and that is very sad to her.
Did she notice that they changed when they changed or not?
I'm sorry?
Did she notice when they started changing physically or not?
This is something that is also revealed when the white robe is removed. It is not bad. It's not bad. They just do not resemble the family that she is accustomed to seeing. She very much knows it's them. I mean, it's very, 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 very comfortable, very clear to her that they're there. Brandon is on her right. He almost feels heavy, like not in weight, but she could feel him very. The energy is like a heavy energy. Chandler is on her left. He is less heavy, but he is like a um he's most like him. She said he is the most like he is now. The most he resembles himself more than the others. Brandon looks very, very different. She's positive that it is him, but it does not look like him at all. Shepherd is she's seeing him as like an oval. an oval that's kind of wiggling and like wobbling around, like suspended. He's he is like higher than them. It does not resemble him at all, but she's positive it is him. It looks like a wobbly capsule of silvery gray jello or something like that. It is very funny to her, but she is very comforted knowing that it is him. You know, it is definitely him. It doesn't look like him. What bothers her very much is that Brandon looks very different. She's not comfortable with how he looks.
Will she his energy be in that vessel?
Yes. Yes. She's very comfortable with him by her side. She just does not want to look at him.
Mm-hmm. And in terms of how she looks to the others, what does her family notice about her?
She is different. As they look at her, they see energy as well. It is like a silverish grayish, not kind of a grayish, like a very light gray, almost like I want to say like a puff of smoke or something. It is her, but she does not have features. There's no face. She is there, but it doesn't resemble her either.
How does she feel being in that?
She is feeling a sense of, it is not sad, it is just adjustment.
Yeah.
It's just different. It's not something that she is comfortable with yet, but she will be very much comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Brandon is different. His coloring is very, very different. It's like he's a lot of like reds and like kind of browns. It's not a light, soft, smoky, silvery gray, jello-y. It's not. It's not a jello. Don't think of like a heavy jello, but like Brandon is just different. His coloring is very different, and it's not as comfortable and soft and as like Shepherd is and she is, and Chandler is kind of in the middle. Chandler has like the same type, like similar colorings to Brandon. However, there's also like a light, a thin light covering of the gray and white coloring. It's like his color, the reds and the browns are like muted because it is covered by a layer of the kind of gray see-through. It's very hard to describe. But Brandon he is much just heavier and darker in color and just no features. Definitely doesn't look like anything that she is familiar with at all.
Okay. So interesting. Thank you so much for that. And then will she remember the trip on the ship?
Not really. We're showing here that once those doors are closed, and it's almost like she's waving goodbye to that cha chapter, she wants to say. No, those when those doors close and that ship leaves, that that does not stay with them.
Okay. And what about their memories on Earth? Can they access those?
We are showing her that they can, in a sense, they can remember the old Earth, but it is very, very distant. It is something that is not just like very, very, very distant memories, nothing that's crystal clear like it happened yesterday. It's something that seems long ago. It is a part of them, and it is they will not forget these things, but it will not be in the forefront by any means.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's almost she's saying like they can look down on it almost like a snow globe or something. With a different perspective and a knowing, but not anything like they won't remember the actual physical experiences.
Thank you. And in terms of
she is saying that the physical experiences, it's like they will know that they occurred, but it will not resonate with them because they do not have the same body.
okay, thank you. In terms of the color of the sky, what can you tell us about that?
The sky on New Earth?
Yes, please.
That is what she was describing. It is just like a rainbow, but not a little kid's rainbow, but just like if you can. She's saying almost like stripes. So a stripe, one stripe across that's orange, and the next stripe across that is almost like purpley pink, and then the next stripe across is a very, very, very beautiful pink. The next stripe under that is yellow, but all of the stripes merge. They're not distinct lines. It is again like an ombre of these colors mixed together. Predominantly pink. She sees a lot of pink. Maybe secondary would be orange, and then some yellow. It is very beautiful. It is just very, very different. It is not the blue sky that she is accustomed to here. But this is yeah, it's not really the sky, it's just the backdrop. There's really not a sky.
Is there a moon and stars and the sun, or is it quite different?
No, we're not showing anything past the colors.
Is she?
She cannot gaze up past there. Yeah, there's nothing that you're able to see that is past this almost wall of coloring.
Is it consistent? Is there a day and a night, and does that change, or?
They're showing that there is a night. it's just dark. It's like the coloring goes away. It's an absence of color.
Okay. And how is she feeling being now experiencing her new body with your family?
She is okay. Um, it's definitely not scary or uncomfortable, but it is very, very, very different. It is not comfortable to her at this time.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so moving forward, subconscious, to a time when she is comfortable, what do you see her and her family doing?
They're hanging out, they're laying in these, she wants to call it like a pod, like a reverse mushroom, like a thing with a stem, but the mushroom's not like hanging downwards, it's like facing upwards. And they're relaxing in these pods. Um, it's very different. It's very light. Just a very, very, very happy, light feeling to be there.
Nice.
Yes, she feels very happy, very comfortable, very at peace.
Thank you. Is there anything else you want her to know about the new earth?
She is curious about the baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
We're showing her that we are placing, she is like a ball of energy. She is a pink little oval of energy. And we're giving her to Michelle. Um, at this time, it is very strange. She doesn't know what to do with the pink ball of energy. Can we please forward some? Can we go forward some past that point?
And what, sorry?
Can we please go forward past that point somewhat?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. So subconscious, will she intuitively know what to do with that pink ball of energy? And then can you show her when things settle really?
Oh, I'm sorry. Complete your question.
Can we move forward to when she's really, that the whole family is in perfect swing and comfort with their life on New Earth? What does that look like for them?
Okay. In regards to the being, we are showing her that she is progressing. She is becoming lighter and lighter in two ways. Like the pinkness is not a dark pink. She's getting lighter and lighter in color, and she's also raising up. She's getting higher and higher. That is really, really neat to experience for the first time. Ah, it's like this being is raised up, like over time, like a not time, but like in a progression. And then she floats away. She just goes away in a good way. Like they're sending her off, like happily, very. Um, hmm. very, very different than, yeah.
And subconscious, when we're there on the new earth, do we naturally get more intuition about how things should go and how we should be?
Yes. You'll be quite amazed with the tools that are within you that you have no knowledge of right now. These tools will be open to y'all, but it will take some time. We're showing we're showing her that we're like handing you new like access to new things little by little by little. And as we do that, she wants to call it like an orb or an oval. Your orb expands and it lightens, and it lightens in color, and it lightens in almost like raises higher and higher. So as you are given access to these tools, you are able to experience and fulfill what you came there to do.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And subconscious, regarding her house that she's living in now, what's going to happen to her house and her belongings after the shift?
They're showing that her house is still there. There's not really anything that has happened to it. They're showing people coming in, people taking what they need. People desperately need items. They are, yeah. It's like they truly are desperate for certain things, and they are looking everywhere for them.
Okay, thank you. And she was curious, subconscious, about the people who were going to stay on the old earth. How long?
Hold on. We're showing specifically that these people are taking items that they need to try to survive. It's not food. It's like almost like tools. So things that they need to try to help their survival. Yes. They are very frantic. She is seeing a very weird to her kind of expression or maybe emotion that they're going through. It is not, it's almost it's a desperation. They're desperate.
Thank you.
Wow.
And for those staying on.
Can we go? Okay, thank you. That's good.
For the people who are staying on the old earth, how long can they stay on the old earth? What is the time limit that they have before things are uninhabitable?
We are giving her a sense that it is not very fast, that it is not very imminent, which is not in line with what she expected us to say. It is a scenario that continues to play out for quite some time after the shift.
Do you get
We,
or
I'm sorry.
you get decades or years?
No, 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 no. She's getting a clear sense of like 3 to 4 years.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She is surprised by this. She thought that there would be much more destruction of the earth body much quicker after they left.
Thank you. It is consistent.
She,
Continue.
she would like to explore more of those years, if that is okay.
Mm-hmm. Sure. What would you like to know?
Okay. She she is saying that for some time it is like nothing has changed. It is very, very normal. That is why the house is the same, the earth appears the same, people even feel the same. They are going about their daily life with no changes or no knowing of anything greater, that anything greater has happened. Over time, things will become dark. Things will be very, very heavy here, very, very hard to continue. There definitely will not be the same normalcy. Yes, things get increasingly harder. And this is when people start leaving the earth in greater numbers. Those who are left will start leaving in greater numbers. They will choose to exit because they know of the destruction that is lying ahead.
Thank you.
We are showing her that there is a point where most beings have left, and we are showing her great. She wants to call them like volcanoes, just big eruptions, big explosions, lots of fire, lots of red. And that she gets a strong sense that there are still other beings, not human beings, but there are still other beings there at the time of this destruction.
Okay, thank you. In terms of when she shifts, how will that look like to the people that know her who are still on the earth?
The majority of the people that she knows and the majority of her family will be gone. There's not a great number of people looking for her. And the people that do recognize that she is gone experience this as her death.
Okay.
She's seeing that they're looking around and seeing so much death, but that they are not that they are not concerned with this.
Nice. Wow, how spiritual of them to know that she is.
Not just her, but they are recognizing much death around them, but it does not bother them. It does. Yeah, they're experiencing it, but it's almost as if they are blinded to it. It does not affect them at all.
In their belief system, what do they think has happened to all these people that have suddenly died?
Oh, I'm showing her that they well, okay, this is not a answer collectively of all of the beings, but the beings that are seeing or realizing that she is gone, believe that she is raised like to the sky, like to heaven, I guess, or just up. That we're just showing her that they think that she's up.
Okay. Okay.
That she, yeah, like she's, yeah, like in heaven, I guess. This is not the case though for beings across the world. This is specific to the ones that are realizing that she is gone.
Thank you. Okay.
We're showing her specifically that there is an area that it's like she wants to say she doesn't want to say it. It's like she wants to say it is China, but they are not experiencing these in a good way. They are seeing much death, and they are very terrified. It is a very different experience for them.
Thank you. And can you see any reason why they're experiencing it differently?
Yes, because it is making them aware of an event happening that they believe in. It is like signs to them that this event is here. The other people do not know or believe in that event, so it does not resonate with them at all.
Okay. Thank you. And she was really curious, subconscious about the inner earth beings. She would love to get a sense of what they look like.
Oh. She gets a very light sense. They definitely have a light sense, a light energy, which is not what she expected being in the inner earth. They're very light, very good beings. They're very tall. They're very like stretched out, lengthwise. They're very tall. They do not have the same heads as human beings now. She can clearly see the head, but it's very hard to describe. Okay, think of if you were looking at a little, this is not going to sound right. If you were looking like straight on at a little lizard, like a cute little lizard, and you do not see that the nose is kind of protruding, but if that was like flattened in, that is like the face that she's seeing. They have two eyes, but they have like this long, kind of, not long, but well, kind of long, very narrow neck, and then it kind of opens into that wide face.
Nice. Nice. Is there anything that you can tell her about the inner earth?
Yeah, it's very advanced technology compared to what she is used to. Um, it is a very intricate world that they, it's not even a world, the space that they're occupying is very advanced. It's very, very, very advanced compared to what she has experienced on Earth. But there are also similarities. There's definitely the blue sky and a lot of the physical features of their surroundings, the natural features of their surroundings, are very similar to what she is used to.
Lovely.
It
Okay.
is bright. Yeah, it is bright and it's blue. And it, on one hand, is very, very technologically advanced, but on the other hand, just has like flowers and what's it called? Bugs. Just a lot of living creatures. So she's just feeling like it's kind of the polar opposites of like super advanced, but also super, super natural at the same time. It is very, very, very unique and very interesting to her.
So cool. Thank you. And in terms of her on the new Earth, will I and her see each other on the new Earth?
We do show her that y'all are communicating, but it's almost as if you come to visit. You are not on the same. Okay, so you are there, but you are doing something entirely different. You are not. You are raised up. you are. You are able to experience things that she is not able to experience yet. We're showing y'all communicating, but yes, she's seeing you like fly off like a busy bumblebee kind of to her. Like, it is very comfortable for her to be communicating. It is, she does not understand everything that you understand.
Do you mean I'm not good enough to be on an upside down mushroom with her?
You are not in the pod because you can do many things. You don't have to you don't have to spend your time in a pot. She wants to follow you and be like, I'm gonna do it too. I want to do it too, but you are very fast.
Oh. Okay, well,
Can we advance? She is interested in, past that point if y'all have any communication.
yeah. How do you learn how to fly like a little bumblebee?
We're showing here that it's not flying, it is a method of like changing. You can very, very easily change and go where you want to go. And she did not come with that that capability to that degree. We are showing her much further in the future, though, that y'all are almost like working together, like in a more serious sense. You first came very just light and, she'll say, buzzing around, just very, very light. And we are showing that y'all will be working together on a specific situation. It's not that it's not fun, but it's just serious. It's just it's more of a priority.
And what do we do with that work? What is that work about?
Joe, we're showing her that you are opening up almost another, she wants to call it like a realm, but you are opening up this space. Hold on. Yes, it's almost like a level, a space that you have reached ahead of many, and you are showing them that they can experience this as well. Joe, we're showing her that this is a place that once you've discovered this place, you will go to this place, and this is when you will make the decision to move on to something else, something new. Yes, you have, it's as if you have found what you went there to find, and that's when you're ready to move on.
Exciting. Sounds like a fun adventure. Okay. Thank you so much for that information. Sounds just incredible and very, very exciting, very new, and very, very fantastic. Is there any final messages that you have for Michelle?
We're just making it very clear to her that there is so much more than she has experienced in this session. She'll have many, many, many experiences, and will grow and evolve in many, many ways. And it is a journey, and it is one that she has just barely scraped the surface of. We just don't want her to think that this is the big picture of the new earth. This is just the beginning picture of the new earth.
Yes, perfect. It does sound like it's the very beginning. And even when we're really excited to go on holiday, when we first get there, it still is that weird settling in period. So,
Joe, she wants to tell you that she sees you with your twin orbs. They are with you.
Nice. Thank you. So yes, her life and her experience on the new earth is going to be very amazing. She just saw 2 little snippets, really, of
a long journey ahead of her, full of exciting learning and exploring. So thank you so much for giving her this insight today, Subconscious.
So interesting what we were showing her. I really hope you don't mind, Joe. We're showing her that it's almost as if Brandon and her are experiencing and almost adventuring together, but he actually advances more so than she does.
Wow, that's encouraging that he settles in quite well.
Yes, he very quickly. She seemed like a graph, and his graph goes like very. It's like a very steep peak. He advances through many lessons and what she sees as levels very quickly.
Nice.
He raises. Yeah, he raises up quicker than she does.
Well, it's not a race, it's a journey.
Oh, we're showing her that he leaves. He wants to go. He has like plans awaiting him. He's ready to go do those, to go on his next adventure, we'll say, before she is.
Is she going to be okay with doing that?
Yes, it's almost like an agreement. They did they chose to be by each other's side per se. Um, when they transitioned to New Earth, it is an agreement that they made, and he fulfilled his agreement, and she is happy to see him off to his next adventure. It is a very good thing, a very happy thing.
Lovely. Thank you for letting us know that. That's fantastic. Is there anything else that she's curiously unfolding and exploring as we speak?
Yeah, she is very much enjoying just looking around and experiencing this. She's seen many of the little tiny orbs, like fresh beings on Earth, on the new Earth. They have much growth. They are completely fresh. It's almost as if she's getting a sense that it is their first life, maybe, or that they're coming there with no knowledge. Many of the beings that are on New Earth, the transition to the New Earth, they have knowledge and they have tools and will very easily experience the things that are unique to New Earth because of the growth that they've already experienced. But that will not always be the case. The beings that choose to go to the New Earth as like a fresh life or a fresh experience, they don't start at the varying levels. They are all these like one size. They're all the same small orb. They will grow and change at various rates, but they are not going to the New Earth fully, able to access the tools. They have to unlock them, just like like the other beings, but it's almost like she's saying, they start at like level 0. And a lot of the beings that come from the old earth, and there's also beings that are coming from other places, and it's like they are already at other levels to begin with. But the fresh ones that are, we're not getting a clear sense on if it is their first lifetime, or it is just a new life, a new start, a new journey on the new earth. But they are all the small, like level 0 orbs in her view. It's just very interesting to her, because when the people were got off the ships, they were very different. There wasn't an even thing. Some are darker, some are lighter, some are what she would say like further to the ground, some are higher up, but all of these fresh little ones are all the same.
Cute.
Does that make any sense at all?
Yeah. No, it's fantastic. I love that. It sounds really exciting. Okay. So thank you so much, Subconscious, and everyone that's been helping us today.